What's up, everybody? This is Ben from the Ben Herrera Show. We got Marcos right behind me over here.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on, everybody? And I got the blue bandana on today, so.
Well, you're pimping up Ice Cube.
Oh, that's true. Got Ice Cube. Before we get started, we got a special guest tonight. But before we get to our special guest, we got to get to our sponsor, which is Pure West Compassion Club, located at 9730 Adams Street, right here in Holland. Get all of them 616-772-9420, or you can visit their website, purewestclub.com, and of course you can see their hours right here. And we have special guest Danny Perrales. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. So give us a little rundown of who you are for people that don't know who you are. That way you can work your way in and introduce yourself.
Danny Perales Jr., but better known as Danny Boy, man. Everybody knows me as Danny Boy.
Big Daddy.
Right. Yeah, D-Rock, man. That's my pops. But yeah, Danny Boy, everybody knows me as, you know what I mean? Even 32 now, still get called Danny Boy, you know?
That's cool.
That'll be forever, though, you know? Yeah.
That's cool. So what type of, give us a little bit of background about yourself. Whatever you want to share.
Yeah, just born and raised here, man, and just from Holland, and
Okay.
graduated in 2009. And
That's what we want to hear.
Yeah, right.
That actually helps.
Yep, exactly.
I graduated in 2009 with 2 kids, and then just and it kept going. I got 6 people.
Some kids just don't go
Right,
back.
right, exactly. Yeah, I had a little rough start to high school, and then thought about dropping out a few times, and but big support group, man, through everything that I do. You know what I mean? That wouldn't let me fail. Through school and other things that I've continued to succeed in. With we were talking about my drinking and stuff like that. 10 years sober now, so.
Congratulations. 10 years sober.
Congratulations.
How many of you can beat that?
Exactly.
10 years sober. Not even I can do that.
Yeah, my pops, he's a month ahead of me, but yeah, right along with him, so. But big support group with that as well, so.
Louis says, "What's up, Mom? What's up, Danny Boy?"
That's my dog, man. That's my dog. What's up, everybody?
You sound a little nervous. Are you nervous?
Oh yeah. Oh heck yeah, man. I'll tell you.
Yeah, just be yourself. Don't worry about nothing. It's all good.
I say, and I'll tell my dad that too. He's like, no worries, man. Those guys mess up too. So.
You have no idea how much we mess up.
Yeah.
Should have heard him yesterday. Hilarious, but. No, I don't think anybody caught it.
No, you should have heard me when we were at Farmer's Market.
Oh my God, you see my live.
Yeah.
He's like talking about his show like 8 a.m. I'm like, hey, that's an early show.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm live, dude. I can't edit this.
Yeah. You guys run into each other with the phone. I see that. Yeah. Back to back.
But yeah, so, people mess up, and if it wouldn't be a live show if we didn't.
Oh yeah.
Nothing's a skit here. If we had to edit it, it wouldn't be a skit.
I don't like that.
We tried the skit thing, and it doesn't work.
No.
Because we just end up messing up anyway.
Yeah.
But you be who you are, be yourself. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about the mics and cameras, nothing like that.
Yeah. My wife too. She's like, you're a people person. You're all right. Everybody that said like, we're gonna do the show tonight, and they're like, I was a little nervous. Like I said, I messaged him too, and I'm like, I'll be there 8:30 though. Push it out a little bit further. But I know if I wouldn't have took today either 7:30 or 8:30, I would have pushed it out, and another day, and then I would have probably pushed it out again. You know what I mean? Because I knew we had talked about it before, so I was like, but then it came about last night. So
well, I do apologize for the delay. It was only because it was the movement and the renovation and everything. We're trying to get everybody back that we said we were going to put on the show.
What's up, Chris? What's up,
everybody's hitting up right now.
Anthony.
Hello, Diego.
Oh, dang. Welcome.
Yuri, Angela, Luis, Angel, Chris, Deuce, Anthony.
I look like Boris O'Brien.
Sylvia Segovia. Wow. Getting hit up. Say hi to your people, man.
What's up, man? I appreciate you guys tapping in. For real, man.
Yeah, it's cool that we love the supporters. We love everybody.
We love the support.
We love you all. Don't think we're leaving anybody out. There's too many people.
Angel said, Danny boy.
That's my dog, man.
What up, Angel?
We gotta get him a new key though, man.
My
think
boy.
He's keep getting locked out of his car.
You really got that?
Last night he called me, but luckily his brother had it. But he went to, I locked it in there because he locked it in several times before. So yeah.
So
I got repeat offenders though all the time.
sounds familiar.
Yeah.
So what got you in the roadside business?
So actually, man, I lost my job after like 6 years at a powder coating company, you know, and I never attended the daughter dad dance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got 3 girls, and I got to attend one. My coverage did not show up, so I ended up getting fired because, you know, it ultimately fell back on me, and there was basically a no call, no show. But you know, and that was a blessing in disguise. So. You know, talking to my wife, we were going to visit her family in Ohio, and we're coming back, and I was like, you know, I want to do a driving job, you know. So she's like, all right. Went in for my chauffeurs, and then I actually got a job at AutoZone. But you know, I always loved cars, you know. So that's how I got my foot into working with cars more.
Okay.
So that's how I started the driving jobs, and I was like, let me, you know, I want to do towing. So a buddy of my dad's. You know, a lot of connections through my pops. But yeah, a buddy of my dad's, he had a friend that owned Campbell's Track Service. I don't know if you guys are familiar
Yep,
with
I
them.
remember Campbell. I used to go through Campbell when I was running Performance Plus.
Oh, nice.
So illegal parking, I would call Campbell.
Yep. Yeah, we got a few contracts through, you know, even my dad, when he worked at a couple places, we had got some contracts through him as well. And, but yeah, so I started after the towing.
Sorry.
No.
The camera, I was going backwards.
After AutoZone, because that's where I got my foot in the door, like trying to just delivering and stuff like that. So I said, let me try that. So my dad's friend hooked me with a job at Campbell's. So I met Brandon Oberwick, and I'm going to shout him out a few times in this.
Go ahead, you do what you have to do.
That's my dog, man, and he showed me the ropes. So I started there in midwinter, and actually with the hook truck though. So, and that's, you know, a little different than a flatbed. So I honestly can't tell you that I know how to drive or load on a flatbed, you know. Mm-hmm. So I started with the hook truck, and then almost 2 years into that, a year into that, I had a kid, and then, you know, almost like a year after that, they shut the doors on us. You know, just they ended up closing shop. You know, we were gonna move, and just too much for them, so they ended up, you know, shutting it down completely, unfortunately. And then Brandon started the 616 Roadside. I did Roman's repairs, and
I remember Romans.
Yep, and I started that, and
Romans was on 96 and right?
No, yeah, I get a lot of people that get that a little bit confused. That was Roman's towing.
Romans towing.
Yes. So I started Roman's repairs. So just doing, you know, small repairs on cars,
gotcha.
stuff like that. So, you know, just initially I just got the LLC, and then boom, you know, now I own a business. But you know, it doesn't go like that. You gotta.
There's a whole process.
Yeah, a whole process. So
Chris Bauer says, Danny boy.
That's my dog. Man. What's up,
Xavier
man?
Garcia, we got Steven Herrera,
Marcus
Solis,
Solis,
Dan Brown.
Danny Segovia.
What up, everybody? Thanks for joining.
Yes.
We got Danny
Got quite the followers.
Yes, my people, man. I appreciate you guys. I really do. So yeah, so I started that, and then he started the 616 Roadside, and I was helping him out because he was doing towing full time still.
Okay.
And I was catching calls while he was at work, and then, you know, later in the day I was catching calls for him as well. And then he's like, man, it's a lot, you know. And he's like, you're thinking about selling it? And I was like, oh, all right. So then I was like, man, that'd be cool. I should buy it, you know. And he's like,
Opportunity.
Yep. Called me a few weeks later. He's like, hey, are you serious about that? And I'm like, yeah, you know. Well, let me talk to my wife, see what she thinks. And he's like, gave me a number that I couldn't resist, man. So then, you know, with, you know, pretty much all the tools and stuff and all
it's
that.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it is. You know, I lost a few jump boxes that are not cheap. I lost, you know, just quickly not thinking and leaving tools on top of the car. Nope, I do a go around every time now because I lost a chunk of change, man. And they're not cheap tools.
Welcome, Kurt.
And but yeah, so like he ended up giving me that number, man, and then I ran with it, but haven't looked back, you know.
Kicking ass lately.
Yeah, man, I have. We've been going crazy, man. Like I said, even if it's 6 calls in a day, you know, that's a lot, you know. But
for one person.
Yeah, it's for one person. You know, eventually would like to, you know, add somebody to the team, but it's a lot of responsibility to let somebody else do.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
But yeah,
That was actually going to be a question I was going to ask you. Is it just you?
just me,
Just
just
you by
me.
yourself?
Yeah.
That's a whole lot of work, especially if you're tied up on one job.
Yeah.
And then you got 6 other people calling you.
Yeah,
You're like,
yep, exactly.
what the?
Yeah, and then like I try to keep it within like 30 minutes. So that's why my radius is only 40 miles. But and even the
40 miles.
Yeah,
I think that's your cops one.
Yep. He definitely said he's gonna tap in as well too.
Wow, 40 miles. That's quite the distance. Is that the whole radius? 40 miles?
Yeah, it's just like
Or just certain areas in 40 miles?
yeah, certain areas in 40 miles. Yeah,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
I thought the radius, because that's a whole lot.
Yeah. Like just kind of penciling it in. That's what we came up with, like like a 40-mile radius. But we got a few contracts that that Brandon set me up, man, for success, man, without a doubt. You know, he had all these contracts already lined up for me, and when I was working with him, just showing me the ropes. But even before this, he had showed me the ropes with towing, just in general, and the do's and the do nots, and what not to do.
Do's and don'ts.
Yeah, do's and don'ts. Yeah, and it was, it was pretty sweet. All the stuff that he did, and I could call him at 2:00 in the morning. Hey, man, I never done this kind of a window, or hey, I can't find this on the car, and how do you put it in neutral if it's this and that, just stuff that I did ask him at 2:00 in the morning, and he would always answer, so real good friend of mine.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That is great. That is a blessing in itself.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Now, I have a question. I know it's probably a silly question.
Yeah.
Have you ever lost a car on a flatbed?
Not
Like, has it ever fall out? Like,
man, so
I'm picturing.
yeah.
I'm picturing what I used to do, and it's just like, anyway, go ahead.
So because the business is closed, it is what it is now. But so as we were moving, and I don't think I even told Brandon this, but or Rob Campbell, he's a real good guy too. That gave me the opportunity to learn towing.
Well,
But
Mom's watching, Henry's watching.
so no flatbed. I never drove a flatbed, so it was all hook truck.
Okay.
So I was actually moving. All of our trucks had different numbers, and the one that they started with, one of the ones that they started was an older Ford, and I went to go pick that one up, and we were moving everything out of the bays and moving them outside so we can clean the pull barn pretty much. And as I was moving it out, I was making a video, and I'm like, I turn around and boom, and I lost it. And I only had it raised so much, so I could just kind of just get it out the way and pick up a couple other cars.
Yeah.
But I lost that. But the truck, like I said, the company is closed now, so I can talk about these things.
And if your guys are watching,
I apologize. I paid you back and all that, man. I lost a few checks.
they're hypothetical.
It was the truck actually rolled back on me. It had the emergency brake I wasn't supposed to take it out, and I did, and I love towing, man. I love it, and hope with the next year or two I'll have a hook truck, to limit myself, because flatbeds you can go all over.
You can go all over with a flatbed.
Hook truck you're kind of limited, and what I want to do is keep it, within that 40-mile radius, because I want to be that the number one person you call. If you look at some of my reviews, it's always, hey, he gave me an hour and he made it here within 15 minutes, 30 to 15 minutes or whatever. So, yeah.
There is a person I know that's isn't Anya. I'm pretty sure he's still working, or he's busy at the moment in practice. Ray
Yes.
Viento, Ray Valdez from Grand Rapids. We had the Ronapalooza here.
Yes.
And the bus broke down.
Yes.
Everybody, I was like,
Yeah.
get over him, get over him. Everybody's all trying to call you.
Yeah. So I think that was one of the times, we were can't remember, we had a family event and, you know, had it on silent and looked, and I seen people kept tagging me. I'm like, man, sorry, baby, I gotta go. You know what I mean? You know,
I do apologize.
No, you know, it's part of it. You
I
know,
think I might have texted you a couple
Yeah,
times.
yep.
I think it was Malik, myself, it was him, and then it was Tommy.
Yep.
Tommy, and then I had some other boys text you.
Yeah. And a big
There
shout
was
out.
another guy, June. maybe.
June was doing it too.
Yeah. Like I said, I had a few different calls, so I knew I had to get there. But and a big shout out to my a buddy of mine named Kevin, man. And he, you know, I phoned him because he's big into diesels. So and he got us in the right direction. Hey, you know, do this. And I am familiar with you know, the PTOs and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
okay, you know, we gotta. It's something in that, and actually one of my jump boxes that I had for 5 years, you know, I had it for a while when I was working at a dealership too. And, you know, because you want to have one of those when, you know, cars are, you're not starting every car out there on the dealership.
Yeah.
Or even me at my house right now, I got a few cars that I'm working on and I have to jump them. So I end up losing jump box and because of the dual batteries, you know, I knew. But just moving fast. It was kind of cold that day too. And
It was freezing that day.
Yeah.
It was freezing. We were supposed to have all the event outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were supposed to have the event outside, but then it was so cold. I was like, we're going inside.
Yeah.
It was the last minute call.
Yeah.
It was freezing that day.
So, and then, you know, always get nervous. Just depends. You know, I knew it was parked and everything had the emergency brake, but that was the thing. We were trying to get the brakes released. So going underneath that, you know what I mean? So that's a big 2 or 3 guys, you know, they're not stopping that, you know.
Yeah.
So even a car behind it might get smushed. So, you know, just stuff like that.
That was a big
know.
buzz.
Oh, yeah. So I ended up taking my jump box out, which, you know, is part of the game, man. And, I told him he had to sign it like, you know, anything for Selena. So, you know, I got a couple of tools that I got put up, you know, and that I broke on me and my uncle working on the car.
Yep.
You know, first time working on the car together, he broke one of my first breaker bars. And I put that up, you know, with the tour bus. I never worked on one before, so, you know, I put that up, you know, stuff like that, you know, that I keep.
Yeah.
All right. So before we get to the next question, let's do a shout out to the people that are watching. We got Henry Ford, Carol Knight, which is my mom. We got James Thomas. What's up, James? We got Ray Lopez. James says he has his shirt off for you right now.
Oh, Lord. James, what is with you?
No.
He's yesterday he had his shirt off.
Yeah, he did.
He's out there in the pool, man.
He's in hot.
So, question: What is the craziest thing that you ever showed up to?
Oh, man.
Like, people are probably like, "Oh, this person was stuck in somewhere, whatever it was."
The craziest thing, man. So it was maybe my second call that I got on my own. So at this point that I had bought the business from Brandon.
Of course, it's when you're first.
Yes, exactly. You know? And mind you, I didn't know how to take the calls, how to do the dispatching. You know, he did all that, and it was still a learning process for me. So I get the call, and I was just go mode, go. So I get there, and the lady's like, "Do you have a tire for me?" And I'm just like, "Well, you just imagine how many actual tires I would have to have for every car, you know."
Exactly.
Or even spare tire. A lot of time people call me that they need that, thinking that I have a spare tire. But you name it too. That people think the questions people ask me.
Yeah.
We'll get to that too. But so I get there. She's sleeping. German Shepherd is on a leash, but not being held by nobody, and he's just barking away. And she was just blood all over, and who knows where it was from or whatever. But I said, listen, you're gonna have to call your provider. I'm not taking this call, you know.
Wow.
But yeah, 'cause she was already irate, you know.
Yeah.
But that was just like one of the craziest. But you know, not like. That's probably the craziest one that I can off the top of my head. But
That is weird.
it's always something, though.
Yeah.
Always something.
My question for you, winters.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a bad winter where it was just nonstop? You had 14, 15 hours and you only had an hour of sleep.
When I did, not with my business, but when I was towing, I started in midwinter.
Okay.
And mind you, I didn't even know how to drive a stick, man. And I jumped into this thing, and it's a semi.
Yeah.
And I learned that in there. Cars already wanting to slip. And these are wrecked cars going from Gerber collision or off the side of the highway going to people's houses or shops or whatever it was. But yeah, man, that was. And then you start with the bibs and long johns and all that stuff. By the time like you said, 15 hours in, you're stripping all that off.
Yep.
And getting cold and but oh yeah. Never kept the bibs on, man. Even now, I try too stiff. Like, everybody's like, wash it, wear it. They'll loosen up a little bit, but no, it's always too much for me, man.
Yeah.
But
See, I wondered that about tow trucks. So, obviously, you would have to purchase your own vehicle, your own tow truck. Now, just like semi-truck drivers, a lot of them purchase their own, go work for a business.
Yeah.
Did you have to do that at one point, or was it always by yourself?
And so it's always been by myself, and I started with and still am just riding with my Jeep, man. And when I pull up and pop that, I hatch, everybody's like, "Jeez, you got everything," But I'd rather have it than not, and need it, So, but yeah, that's and for a while there, it was the family car and the work car, and buddy blessed me with a card so I could be able to use that as just for the business. But yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So in that whole aspect, what got you like? What just made you think that you wanted to do this job? Like, what inspired you?
Oh man, like always, like I said, always been into cars, and what got me like into working with cars more in that sense was how much my dad had this car that he needed brakes done on it, and I seen how much they were going to charge him. He got like a quote. I'm like, that's crazy. So
Probably like an $800 day.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Even when I tell people how much I charge, they kind of still look at me like, like that's a lot, but it's also not shop prices. But yeah, man, I mean, labor is like, I think it's almost like $80-$90 now. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was a pretty penny, man. So that's what mainly got me into working in cars. And then I always knew how to get into cars, and me and my dad got stuck. Me and my dad got stuck one time, man, in Grand Rapids. He locked his keys in the car, and we went to Myers. We were at like Wendy's Eden, and Myers was right behind there. So we went and got a few different tools, those stakes for like the winter time.
Okay, yeah.
And then I used a screwdriver and then the door stopper to kind of wedge it, and then stuck that, and then we ended up getting out of there. But yeah, man. But yeah, mainly my dad though. Seeing him, or almost seeing him have to pay that ticket, for brakes and stuff like that. And then after that, my uncle Joe Reister, man, he was like, yeah, I'll guide you, and from there, then that's mainly what made me get into cars and doing what I do now, But
So you guys get calls from like State Farm and stuff like that?
Yes. So I have 4 contracts. That's U-Haul, Quest, Honk, Juro. So yes, that we work with all major insurances. So like even if you had called me out yourself, I bill you, and then you just give the invoice to your insurance, as long as you have roadside. Yeah. So that's the way. Because I always tell people, oh, you got insurance? Yeah, here you go. Oh, we didn't get it reimbursed, but it's if you don't, POPD, with no roadside type of deal. Yeah, But yeah,
if you go that route, that's your fault.
Yeah. Right. But
so we got a couple other people. We got Esmeralda Aguilar. What's going on? We got Maya. What up, Maya? Me and her celebrate the same birthday.
Nice.
We always say that to you. We got Jacob Trevino. What's going on, man? Thanks for joining. Yeah, I'm just thinking that a little. There we go. I can hear it perfect on my phone.
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm breaking
But
the
no,
ceiling.
I know, right? It's gonna fall on
This guy is funny.
But yeah, but mainly I focus on, like, I still do small repairs like on the side and stuff like that, if I got time, and it's happening more than often. But like, I do not work on cars, no, like with the business.
Yeah.
The business is strictly just roadside, you know what I mean? So no towing. I know one of my logos that I had put out there. So I got 2 different business cards, and it's because, when I order one, and then, once that runs out, I'll order the other ones.
Yep.
So just 2 different business cards that are out there, but people are like, I don't have this one, when it's at the desk or whatever. And then, I didn't realize, cool. So then they grab that one too. So now they got 2 of my cards in a sense. So,
But that's the best part.
Yeah.
You get travels.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they sold the car to somebody else, the car stays in the glove compartment. And
Right.
it's all.
Exactly. Yep. No matter what I do, I always sometimes the customer's not there, I put it in there. A girl last night, I did her brakes, and she's like, I was like, here you go, a card. Just because every time I'm done with a job, I do give the cards out. I give 2 or 3 cards, and she's like, I already got like 8 of them. And I was like, that's a good thing.
Hand them out.
Yep, keep handing them out. And I bought a car not that long ago, and actually, we were scrapping it, and I had called Brandon because that's what he does now. He works for Gigi's, and so I called them up, and they happened to send him out, and then he's putting it in reverse and whatever, and he's like, look at this, man. So, he started it, and here I am, owner of it, and there our card was, so it's pretty sweet. No, but,
That's awesome.
yeah.
All right, we got Linda Love. What up, Linda? Anybody got any questions for Danny? Go ahead and type.
I mean, all these people on there, somebody's got to have a
What up,
question.
Joey? Joey is on. What up?
Joey, what up, buddy?
Man, my dog. I
Yo,
appreciate
Joey,
his shout out too. I appreciate him
Yeah,
shouting me
Joey.
out.
So yeah, definitely.
Joey said, "Oh, I know that guy. He's
Yes,
cool."
yo.
Yeah, he's cool. Well, all of you guys are cool.
I appreciate you guys, man.
Can I call in?
Actually, where is that phone?
Where? Which one?
You know what? Call my cell.
Yeah,
we don't have that phone in here. I just realized that.
It's not even hooked up.
Yeah, but it's over in here.
What's it?
Yeah.
Line?
Oh,
It's a
that's why.
landline?
Yeah. We don't have a connection in here. We don't have a phone connection in here. I just realized that. Or do we?
No, we don't.
Call my cell. I'll text it.
He said, "What's the number?"
Everybody's gonna
Okay,
call
let me
you.
message you. All right, one moment. While you guys talk. Oh.
So, where do you see yourself in the future in the next couple of years, maybe 5 years from now? Do you want to have a fleet of trucks? Do you want to have a kind of like what Campbell's did? They had a pole barn and they had all these trucks.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
a little, but in the back, I think in the back they had the little where they put all the crashed cars and stuff.
Yep. The impound lot.
Yeah, the
dog,
impound lot.
pound. Yep.
Yeah.
The boneyard.
Is that something that you want to do? Or?
Yeah, eventually, I've been scouting out a few different buildings, but mainly a hook truck, like I said, just generate more calls, you know what I mean? And, even as of now, I get a lot of people call me, hey, man, can you, and there's ways around it, the toe strap and things. It's not a good look, you know what I mean? So that's why I don't do it, the toe bar. It's just, like I said, I just don't want a bad look, you know what I mean? So that's why I don't do it like that. But in 5 years, man, hopefully, yes, a fleet of trucks. But man, just workers, that's the biggest thing, man. I don't want, all it takes is one bad review,
And it does, because I've known, because I've dealt with Campbell a long time, and with Campbell, it was a factor of you just had one bad review and people would slander that person.
Oh yeah, yep.
And that's something that we tried not to do here. Is we try to give everybody opportunities and stuff like that.
Yes.
But with you, I mean, it's a dangerous job.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Because you're on the side of the road, you got people flying at 75 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You're on the side of the road. I mean, you got a big truck, but that doesn't stop them from doing something stupid.
Exactly. You see those emergency lights move over, man. But yeah, I got pretty bright lights on there too, man. I had a couple.
Joey calling. Oh, let me take it off my earpiece. One moment, Joey. Let me take this off my earpiece real quick.
Okay, you're watching.
What's up, brother? What's up, man?
All right, Joey, you are on speaker.
Man, that's a good dude in there right there, man. That's a good dude in there, man.
I appreciate you, man. All the love, too. You know, all the business that you have brought me as well, man. I appreciate that.
We got Juan Morales. We got Julio.
That man. He
Luis.
don't come, man. He done caught me on the flat. He done helped me do so much shit.
Yeah.
Man, that man's a dude right there, man. For sure, man. That's a good guy right there. There ain't too many good people in this world, but I'm telling you, that's a good nigga right there. So.
No, I really appreciate you. Yeah, and he mentioned on the show that one time, man, I was putting air in his tire, and the neighbor, you know, everybody did, but he had paid it forward and blessed everybody too, man. And,
That's
Well,
awesome.
hey, yo, what? I ain't gonna fucking end it for. I just want to ask you, what do you and your wife got going on Saturday, bro?
man, I was just talking to Tito, man. Now I gotta find a babysitter for 6 kids. So is anybody interested in watching 6 kids, man? Right, there we go. Yeah, man. No, but definitely, man. I'm gonna make it happen, man. We are gonna make it happen.
I got you, brother. All you gotta do is give me your name. You know, we got some tickets. Man, I got y'all some tickets as well, man.
Sweet.
If y'all want to pop out to the Cannabis and shit.
I appreciate
it.
Would like to go.
Let's do it,
Yeah,
man.
it's on me. All you gotta do is just send me your name. I'll send you the credentials, but you know, just man, I always thank y'all for always showing love, especially a good nigga like that. It's just on my journey.
Yeah.
It's just certain people in this world that just show you unconditional love. So when you
Amen.
give it back,
Yes, always.
And that's what we're about, is showing love, man.
Yeah.
Y'all wanna come to have a good time? I know, Ben, y'all some older niggas.
They still know how to party, though, right?
I'll
show you after the show.
Yeah,
All
man.
love,
We appreciate it, Joey.
Thank you for being a real nigga, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you for all the love, too, brother. Appreciate you.
All right, y'all.
Have a good night, man. Blessings. We got Tito watching.
Thank you, Joey.
Our followers watching.
Appreciate Joey. Oops, I'm on the wrong camera. Hold on one second. Joey, appreciate you calling in. I will try to make it out. I got to go to Kalamazoo Saturday, but I will try to make it out there.
Danny's picking me up, so we're
Send me
going
Right, man.
Send
We
me
are.
your
road.
Send me the info so I can get everything in order. So we'll make it. We'll try to make it work.
That's a nice cruise, though,
I
too.
do want to go.
Right? Where is that at?
Grand Rapids, though.
No.
It's more up north.
Yeah,
But-
Somewhere up there.
Baldwin.
Baldwin, that's what it
How
was.
long?
Oh, I know
where
where
drive
that
is that? From
Baldwin,
here,
yes.
roughly.
That's a whole lot of
Yeah,
couple hours.
it is, right?
An hour and a half.
ain't too bad. I mean,
It's closer to Detroit.
Lansing, we went to Lansing. That's roughly an hour and a half, too. Yeah, that was a nice cruise. Me and my wife had a good time, man. We did.
Yeah.
Project Pat. That was, yeah.
Take a break and go up and drive up there and check it out.
Yeah. They had a little pizza joint
And when I
afterwards.
say
too.
take a break, I mean chill.
Yeah.
I don't take breaks, man.
He's gonna go out there with the camera or what, man? You're gonna have been working,
I use
man.
my phone this time.
Yeah.
He knows I work. I was sitting there working. I was typing. I'm like,
Nah, man.
What up, Norma?
he told me, take a break, man. Go to
Yeah,
sleep.
you got to, man.
Uncle Mark. Uncle
If
Mark.
I quit, if I stop working,
Yeah.
ain't no more get done.
No, I hear you on that, man.
I work. That's all I do is work.
Yeah, I try to get up early, man.
So we got a message from James Thomas. It says, "Great man, right there. I got his back 100%. Danny boy will be somewhere. Get within 5 years. Praise God."
Amen.
I appreciate
That's
that. Yes, I do.
We got a lot of supporters, buddy,
Yes.
and that shows a lot.
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
That shows a lot.
I'm gonna be honest. Every time I see something posted, I see your name involved somewhere somehow,
Yes,
and
yes.
that's cool because that means you're doing the work for people, and people see that,
Yes,
and they
exactly.
appreciate what you're doing. So keep it up.
The community sees it,
Yeah, yeah.
and hopefully the city will see this. And the city, I'm gonna say, go ahead, put me on there,
Oh, you want to be on the camera?
Oh,
Oh, now
quick.
you want to be on the camera?
real quick.
Boom.
I want the city to understand if anybody deserves a key to the city, Danny Perales Jr. He deserves a key to the city because he provides for the community. He does a dangerous job, and he does everything he can to make sure that he pays it forward no matter what he does.
Exactly.
So, I know, Johnny, you're watching, buddy. I know you got that little beak in the ear. I know you got that. So, you know, you deserve a lot, bud, and
Thank
you have shown through your work
Yes.
how much you love the community and how much you love the people that you work with.
Yes.
Especially, your family and friends.
Oh yeah.
You got a lot of support, and I congratulate you with the new business and job that you are doing. And that's something I always want to do,
Yeah.
but that damn code ain't gonna happen.
No.
It ain't gonna happen. I'll tell you what, the last thing you'll see me do is get underneath the car
Right.
and snow.
Right.
Hell no.
Yeah. With that Jeep, man. I mean, one was it 2 years ago with that real bad snowstorm. Christmas Eve, I believe it was. Yeah, because I got in trouble, man. Wife's like, "Come on, man, you got to get home." So I was out there pulling cars out left and right, even plow trucks. I did a couple plow trucks, and that Jeep, man. When she goes out, she don't owe me a thing, man. She's. I think I paid $2,000 for that thing, and then I mean, still kicking. A lot of TLC, but yeah.
And that's a good thing too, that your vehicle's able to survive all that.
Oh yeah, man.
So it's like, you got a good one there.
Oh yeah, I think I put 4 pairs of tires on there. Like, and then I had rims on there, and Mickey Thompson like, yeah, I'm gonna replace the Mickey Thompson. It's like $450.
$450.
Tire. Nah, I don't know. It's cool. I'm good. I went stock, and it's been pretty good to me though. Yeah, man. I definitely want to get back into a Jeep though. It's like my next car for the business. I definitely want to get into a Jeep, just the look, that beefy look. Alongside a tow truck. But yeah, between hopefully within I say 2 years. Another Jeep and a hook truck. That's my number one goal is a hook truck.
Now, how much does a hook truck cost?
It really just depends, man. I've seen them between $5,000 to $10,000. So
That's not bad.
no, it's not.
I got a dumb question in my head. Does your wife get mad at you while you guys are laying in bed? And she's like, "Will you go to sleep already? Quit looking at those damn trucks."
No, yeah. Well, I was sending her this weekend. I'm like, bing, bing, bing. I didn't get no. Yeah, maybe no, but no, not really, man. I think she really wants to. She knows, she knows how much that I put in, and she always tells me like, it's gonna pay off. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I give it to her for allowing me to go out late nights and just. Let me get it done, and like you said, it is a dangerous job. You know what I mean? We do got a high death rate for tow operaters.
People don't pay attention.
No, exactly.
They don't pay attention. They don't care that you get your flashes on. They still drive right close to the.
Exactly.
Yeah, and especially in the winter, that's the most.
Yeah.
Like, as I think about that too, with other people that are out there doing that, I'm like,
Yeah.
You don't like plow driver? Or
Yeah.
Plow truck driver?
Yep. Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I can't see I can see myself working on cars.
Yeah.
But not on a highway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't see it. I can see it, and I can see what happened. No.
Hey, what's up, Benjamin Robinson? We got
Mr.
Keith
Robinson.
Johnson.
What's up, brother? What's up, man?
We got Josh Forsman, my brother.
What's poppin', Robinson?
Yeah, it is a very dangerous job, and I've never done it, but I know a few people that have.
Well, I know what it's like only for the fact that we didn't have a tow truck.
Mm-hmm.
We had 4 Mexicans in the car with a toolbox.
Yep, exactly.
And we would go, they would call us all late night. Hey, what's up, Cooper? We Leland Cooper's on.
Oh, yep, that's my baby, man. Yep.
So we would get in the car. We have a toolbox full of tools. And we go see what was wrong with the car. One would actually have a flashlight doing that.
Yeah.
The guys are pumping up the thing. The other one's taking off the bolts. We're trying to do it real fast. 4 guys in the car. I mean, this is what it was. But
that's a good name for a business.
4 guys in the car.
Get it done fast, man.
Exactly.
In and out.
Instead of 5 guys, it's 4 guys.
Yeah. So, I know what it's like to work in the dead middle of winter. And it gets cold. Your hands freeze up. Especially when it's,
even when it comes out. It's even worse.
I feel like it is worse. They get wet. And
they get wet. Soggy and then froze.
Winter needs to stop coming.
Yeah, exactly. But I can't stand the heat either, man. That just, working
we got plenty of winters. We don't need it.
No, every other year or something like that, it's going to smack us hard.
Exactly.
Then we're going to forget how it feels.
Have a bad one and then
Yeah.
But yeah, that's. I'm pretty sure it's like. Now, you obviously just you do like car accident scenes, things like that?
Not yet. And so there used to be a rotation, but so even if I, got a tow truck, a hook truck, could I be put on that? It's all who you decide to call, But yes, like I had it where my car broke down, and who do I call? I had the cop actually called for a tow truck because he was in the middle of Well, man, was that a ticket?
I'll be right there.
I'll be right there. But yeah, that
We
was
still get a ticket.
yeah, for impeding traffic or something along those lines,
Really?
something like that. But yeah, because it died, and he, first I thought he was just gonna pull in. He gave me a ticket for impeding traffic, and I thought he was just behind me for
To warn people that
yeah, exactly. And he called the tow truck. Or I said, I'll call him. I got a couple buddies out there, Lawrence and towing, and I was gonna give those guys a call, and then he ended up calling Tim's towing, and then it was like $280. I was like, man,
Jesus.
the couple years that I've towed, even emergency calls, I don't even ever remember writing an invoice for that high. I was like, that was crazy.
Wait, what did you say that was?
That was Tim's towing, but it was
You
because
know why?
it's emergency.
Well, that and because you know what I always know, they're always on 93.7.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How does their commercial go?
I never heard it. That's weird. Yeah. Oh yeah, yes. I know what you're talking about.
It's not who knows you, it's who told you.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
the commercial.
I've definitely heard it before, but
Don't
yeah.
replay that. That's free advertising.
Right.
But anyway, yeah. Because I think that car accidents obviously people it happens, but because it's almost like how would you even do that without a flatbed?
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, there's been a few things that a few calls when I was doing towing, ball joints, tire falling off. But there's ways around it when you got the dollies and stuff like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I've definitely been. It was winter time. A buddy of mine's son at that too. So got there in a rush, and back to Brandon. Phoned him. Was like, hey man, what do I do in this situation? Jack it up, put the brace on the wheel, and then put it on the dolly, and then just get out of there. But one of my first 911 calls was a buddy of his, and it was right there by the shop. So Brandon had actually got pictures of me doing it. So I recently just uploaded that. So a lot of the pictures I upload from when I was towing. Then I get calls like, hey, do you tow? You tow? But yeah, like as of right now, we don't tow, man. So. But definitely looking forward to, getting the truck. And I'll say that a million times until I get that truck.
Speaking into existence.
Yes, exactly.
So anybody that wants to help them get a truck?
Yep. Yeah, come on,
There's
man.
a lot of people, $20, $20.
Who wants to start the GoFundMe account?
Right.
I'll start it.
Kids got to eat, man.
He needs his truck, everybody. I was going to say something. That's what happened to me not too long ago. Was it last year? My CV axle broke.
Yeah.
Right by Speedway in South Washington. And they had to do that similar to that to straighten it out. I don't remember if he had a flatbed. But anyway, it was similar to that.
Yeah, sometimes even those guys with the flatbed will come with like a makeshift, just a couple 4x4s put together to be able to put underneath that, so they don't drag your whole bumper right on there. But I've been I usually call Lawrence Towing, and those guys are always pretty fast and willing to like teach me too. You know what I mean? Because some of those guys are like, back up. Let me get this.
Watch one distance.
Don't get behind the car. But I've been there too, where people want to walk around the car. Like, no, this is going up. The last thing you want to do is roll back. And I've had a few of those roll back.
I'm pretty sure you're like the want to learn. Hands on.
Yes, exactly.
So that's pretty. Everybody. A lot of people are like that, but it's like.
It's easier to turn hands on because you get the experience.
Exactly.
It's not like reading in a book. And you're like, what did I read?
Right, and how do I do this?
I didn't go to school to read.
No. Never went to school. Never go to school.
I went to school to look at pictures.
Yeah.
No, but.
So, You talk a lot about your wife and how supportive she is, man. I mean, that's awesome because some of these guys out here now, they don't have that support.
No, yeah.
They have people that they have wives, or if wives are working, they have husbands, spouses.
Yeah, yes.
They have spouses that are not supportive.
Yeah,
And they find means and ways to make your life even harder.
yeah.
So far, it's been a success here where people are coming here to be on where you're at, and they talk about how their wives are supportive. They, they deal with the nonsense. They deal with the late nights. They deal with the, all nights. They deal with, the sometimes you have, attitude because you're tired, or angry, or
all of the above. She deals
We're all
with it.
So that's very awesome that you have that support,
Definitely blessed.
especially at home.
Yeah.
But what I love the most is when I look at Facebook, this dude's with his kids.
Yeah.
Every second.
Yeah.
And these little kids on the bike.
Yeah, sure. I always with them kids, man. I love it, man. Like I said, I've been a dad. I actually had I think I was 16 or 17 when I had my oldest boy, and then like I said, even down to my youngest two that live with me, just always have. We always have them, always trying to do something with us, But yeah, even with that, that gets hard at times too. But like I said, back to her, even helping me get the joint custody, or helping me with the kids before, we when we first got together, she's always been supportive, you know what I mean? And
that's awesome.
With the sobriety as well too, all that good stuff. But, yeah.
And not many guys your age can say they have 10 years sobriety.
Oh yeah, man.
There's a lot of kids out there. We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud of you because there's a lot of things that we talked about, but I'm very proud of you because there's not many people like yourself, that can own a business and say I've been 10 years sober.
Yeah.
And that took a lot of strength in yourself to say I don't want it anymore.
Oh yeah.
I got my kids and that's it. That's all I need.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that are tough. You know what I mean? Just like insurance. I got just everyday bills. That I'm thankful to have her too to help helping me with all that stuff, and far from where I really need to be fully successful. But yeah, I mean it gets tough, man. Where you just want to I want to sit back and just have a beer, one beer. But it's just it's not definitely not worth it, man. I did some almost a couple years, locked up here and there, probation since I was 12. I think I was 26 years old when I got off probation, 26 years old when I got my license, stuff like that. And it's not worth it, you know what I mean? Yeah. So.
But then you also got to continue to look at that as that's the past. You're in a different direction.
Oh yeah, yeah.
A way better direction to where you can focus on your family, your job.
Yes.
And be able to be in a better position for yourself and your family.
Yeah, just imagine you call the 24-hour tele. I'll be here. Help this beer.
Hold on, dude, watch this.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah, that's congrats again for that. 10 years, that's awesome.
Yes,
that is great, man. That is awesome. I mean, it's just like some people can't let go of the past.
Yeah.
But some people said, "What past?"
Yeah.
This is me today.
Oh yeah.
And I'm very proud of you, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
I've known you for years, and I've known your pops for years, your mom,
Yeah.
and me and your dad used to hang out, and it's just like for things to change and watch how you have progressed in life, man. It's just like wow.
Thank you.
That's
man.
awesome.
Like I said, man,
That is great.
I recently uploaded a picture not that long ago. It was like it was a mugshot of me, and it was like dang man, and just looking back at that too, and it's like just thank God I don't have to look over my shoulder and stuff like that, and just making mistakes. Like I said, 26 years old, man, when I finally got my license, and that sucked. I mean, 3 DUIs and all the loops I had to jump through just to get it. You know what I mean? It was crazy. So instantly, when I got my license, went for my chauffeurs. CDL. I just looked at getting my CDL, but like for what I do, I don't need it. But
just a chauffeur,
just to strive, yeah.
I have it just in case.
You never know.
Yeah.
Getting a bigger, truck to haul semis.
That would be. That is pretty.
There's more money. I mean, it's a lot more money. A lot more work. But
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But you gotta look at it in the end of it. It'll pay off in the end.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, man.
It looks pretty good. Looks like you're doing really, really well for yourself, and again, we congratulate you on all your success.
Thank you, man.
Just do us a favor and give us a shout out whenever you can.
Yeah, always, yeah.
So,
Always do.
we'll give you a shout out as well.
Yeah.
Whenever we see you on the side,
just keep talking. Just
Oh.
agree.
so anybody that needs any service, besides towing, you have flat tire, things like that, get a hold of them. The 616 Roadside LLC, Danny Perales.
Yes.
I think I might have worked with it. You have I'm trying to remember his name. His last name was Perales. I think it was Mike.
Mike Perales.
Or maybe it was.
Morales.
No, it was a Perales. I worked with him at
And my dad has I want to say 13 brothers and sisters. So
Okay.
it would be one of my uncles.
It was probably one of them. No, because I remember we were working at Johnson Controls back when it was Johnson Controls. And it was third shift, and he was telling me he knows my aunt and my mom and all of them.
Yeah.
Like, they grew up on 14th Street, I guess.
Yeah.
Ask your dad.
Oh yeah,
You
definitely.
get a
will,
chance.
Yeah.
But so I'm like, definitely, I'm happy for you. From all that I hear about you and about your business, you are kicking ass.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Keep it going.
Appreciate that.
I love it. I love the.
Yeah.
You're an inspiration.
Thank you.
And I meant what I said with the city of Holland. I mean,
Yeah.
they
Oh, yeah,
look
for sure.
at somebody.
Yeah,
It's you because you. When they see I'm sorry, I hate to say this. I'm an old guy.
Yeah.
When they see a kid that's yourself,
Yeah.
and they're like, a business,
Yeah.
your age,
Mm-hmm.
and you're sober for 10 years.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? Who doesn't?
You're on the
deserve-
right track.
Who
Right.
doesn't deserve an award?
Stay on that right track.
Thank you.
Who
Yeah.
doesn't deserve an award?
I appreciate that.
That deserves a lot.
I do appreciate it, man. I know all the love, you know what I mean, and all the support that I get from people. But yeah, I do.
I mean, it's just great. I mean, it's uncanny. It's just there. I'm right across a hero from the city here.
Thank you.
You're actually saving lives up there.
No.
People are in the cars and you don't even know what happens.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You know
So-
what I mean?
That's how I see it. I mean,
Yeah, there's a lot of situations that I run into. It's just dead right in the water highway. Put the lights on, just push them out. And then if they call us, then they call us. You know what I mean? But pushing them out, getting them out off to the side. You know what I mean? For the most part, yeah.
Well, that's cool. I mean, not cool that that happened. But,
I always tell them.
because I've been in that position, and I'm like, and I remember I was on my way home from Allegan, and I got a flat tire literally like just between Allegan and Hamilton. I was like, crap, how am I gonna get home? So I did the change the tire and everything, and I'm like, drove home, took the back roads.
Yeah,
I was like, had I known that,
yeah,
and it was the front tire.
yeah.
But then I was thinking, I'm like, I want to put that tire up here, put this one in the back, but I didn't have to to do that.
Yeah,
Just to
exactly.
change the tire, that was it. So dang, had I known you that?
Yeah, right.
I would have been like, where are you at?
I always tell people it's better to see me than a tow truck. There's still hope you're going to be back on the road by the time I'm done. You know what I
There
mean?
you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's awesome. All right.
So, anything you want to say anything to your people out there?
Say that.
Like I said before, man, I appreciate all the support. Big shout out to Brandon. I'm forever shouting him out. I'm always thanking him and my wife and my family, like my pops too. Big shout out to him, man.
You rock.
You rock.
Big shout out to him. Anything that I do, I run back to him and tell him because he's one of my biggest supporters.
Amen.
And, 10 years sober as well. So.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Everybody clap for that.
Thank you. Guys.
Everybody clap for that one.
Thank you.
Anybody that's watching, clap. Give some shout outs.
Yeah.
For sure.
You keep mentioning Brandon. What's Brandon's last name?
Overweight. Sorry, yeah. Brandon
Brandon
Overweight. Yes.
Okay.
And he has a few different projects that he's working on too, so I can't wait till those come out. He does got he does hats and shirts. He makes my merch, and of course I dried it and I shrunk it, and I was not coming out here with it. I couldn't find the hat. I'm like, man, right? Be all tight and stuff like that. But yeah, he does do my shirts, and he can make the hats as well for all that. Kind of leave that in his hands, but he does have a few different projects that he's working with. Brandon Overwig he's working on a few different projects, and but I leave that in his hands. So because I every time I get a few hats or a few shirts, I end up giving away, losing more money than I am gaining.
He's kind of like me with all my
Yeah.
little LED lights and glasses.
Yeah.
I see all these little kids come in.
Right.
I see these kids come in, and they usually come to the studio, or like Lou's mom,
Yeah.
and she's a big, huge church fanatic, and she does that flag.
Yeah.
So I gave her this the styrofoam LED tube.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So she said she's going to tape it
And I broke
to the flag,
Yeah.
and so it lights up, so she can wave with the lights.
Yeah.
Yes,
Nice.
that's awesome.
So yeah, first day I get them, I tell this guy, don't put your finger in. What does he do?
Okay, so
He
it
breaks
looks like,
it.
it looked like you could take the thing out.
Yeah.
Because I thought that's what it was.
It was all glued, right? Yeah.
He breaks
No,
it.
you could take it out and look inside. I was like, oh, so I put it back.
First thing I told him not to do, he does. He's like a little kid.
Yeah, it happens, man.
I like it though. He's like a little kid at the candy shop. Every time he comes in, there's something new.
Yeah.
He's still trying to figure it out, breaking it, putting it back together. This guy.
It's fun. We have fun. All right. Well, we want to thank you, everybody, for joining tonight. We want to thank Danny for tuning in. You were here. You tuned in on your phone.
Yeah.
For stopping by and visiting us and giving us a little shout out about himself, a little bit of a history. And if you need help, you're stuck on the side of the road, get a hold of him. I'm on the wrong camera. Get a hold of him at 616 Roadside LLC. Actually, you want to give me your stuff?
Let's shout out your number.
Actually, hold on a second. Let me get there. If you want to do that.
Jeez, I don't even know my own phone.
You don't know your number?
He's going to look up his phone.
So you just look for a pretty face.
It's like somebody told me, I don't call myself.
No, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And it's usually right up on top too. And
Right. But
So it happens.
It happens.
Wouldn't be a live show if it didn't.
But here's the thing.
These mistakes,
It's
right?
like everybody says. Like nobody memorizes numbers anymore.
No.
We don't. We look for the name or the pretty face.
Exactly. So.
You look like that little bubble head right next to the name. Look for the bubble head.
Exactly.
I know her. Click.
Yeah.
I know him. I need him.
Yep. Exactly. But yes, thank you for being on. We appreciate you coming by.
No.
And just what I'm going to speak freely for Grupo Viento, your hero, Danny Perrales Jr.
Thank you guys for reaching out to me too as well that day. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
phone number is 616-589-4418. 24-hour service.
Sweet.
So if you need a pizza, don't
Yeah.
call.
For the right price, I'll get it there.
He becomes Uber
Yeah.
And there will be some missing slices.
Yes, exactly.
He gets a slice.
Yep. Exactly.
10% fee.
Easy feed. But yeah, we appreciate you, man. We wish you the best on everything.
No, thank you.
Just
Thank
keep
you.
at it. Keep on that right path, and everything's going
I
to
appreciate
continue
it.
to be, blessing you and your family.
God's got you, man. God's got you protected.
Without a doubt, yes.
He's going to keep blessing you, man. Just keep doing the right path and keep staying sober.
Yes, always.
So proud of you, man. It's awesome.
So, yeah. All right. Well, we will call it a night. And let me get to the right camera. Hi, everybody. I'm on the right camera. So this is Marcos behind me. Oops, I'm going to go the wrong way. Everything's backwards. Check my nice cube shirt out. Anyway, all right, everybody.
Come on, man, so we can pray out, bro.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Or you can do this. It's the outro. The outpray.
Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for this evening. I want to thank you for the podcast that is so positive. Father God, did you see the work of this man, Danny? He has done such a dramatic change in his life, Father. I want to thank you for this gentleman right in front of me, Father, and all his supporters, the people that he loves, his family, his friends, his co-workers. You can see the pride in his emotions that when he's talking, he loves what he does, Father. You presented an opportunity for him, and he took it. Father God, I ask that you protect him in all that he does, all that he's going to do, and I ask that you light up his path so he knows that that's the path he needs to keep taking and not ever fall out because you were there. You'll never leave him. You'll never forsake him, but you'll keep blessing him, Father. Father God, I ask this in Christ Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. And then before we leave, we want to give a shout out again to our sponsor Pure West Compassion Club, located at 9730 Adams Street, right here in Holland, 616-772-9420. They're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 8, and Sunday, 12 to 4. And you can also visit their website, purewestclub.com, to see all that they offer. And go ahead and check them out. They're pretty cool people. Bomber, you're an awesome guy. I appreciate you. So
We need to get him on the show.
yeah.
Definitely.
Oops, I'm going wrong. Oh. Cameras. So, all right, everybody. Thank you for joining tonight, and we will see you tomorrow night, which is the paranormal night. First paranormal night back on air.
Oh, we got a good story for y'all.
Yeah. Marcos. Actually, yeah, I do this.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow night. Tune in paranormal night.
God bless. Be safe.